Now looks like the $3.5 trillion spending bill, which will address a whole lot of needs around social services, support for people, and make wealthy corporations pay for some of this, is going to be cut. This bid will not be a $3.5 trillion spending bill. It was originally a $6 trillion spending bill, so you can see it's already been negotiating downwards. And there were two political forces that make this happen. The first are the Republicans. But the Republicans are part of a death cult, and they are focused simply on getting their humiliated former cult leader back in power. So that requires a kind of psychological analysis rather than political analysis, and I'm not really qualified to do that. But it's the so-called moderate Democrats that are really the target of my ire here. And the reason is they are posing as the serious, reasonable people, and really they are acting in the most extreme self-interest, because they're not really focused on re-election and keeping the Democratic majority. They say they're doing that, and yes, they'd probably like to get re-elected, but most of them won't be. What they really are focused on is getting a high-paying job after they leave Congress. And in order to do that, or in some cases, and just for example, Joe Manchin, to make sure that their family members can continue to keep their high-paying jobs. And to do that, they have to play a different way with the corporations. But there's another important point here. An argument we're hearing is that this is a lot to do all at once. From the moderates, that, we should do this and then see what else is needed. This is Joe Manchin's argument to put the pause button. But we know from American politics that there is a window, a 2-year at most window. We are halfway through that window every 8 years or so when we can pass meaningful legislation. Whatever we pass now, we won't pass anything like this again until the next time a first-term Democratic president comes into office with a Democratic majority. In the meantime, we'll have 2, 4, 6, 8 years of Republicans trying to undermine and destroy it. So we have to think big here, because we have to set a marker that is big and progressive, because the Republicans will be chipping away, and we're not going to get another bite at this apple for a number of years.